All right, this is lesson 12.2, inequalities. I need your total full attention. Inequalities you've been dealing with for a long time. You know, things like, if I have this or this, which one's bigger? How do you write the answer? What do you do? What do you do? Greater than or less than, right? Agreed? You've been dealing with the less than sign, greater than sign, equal sign since really, first grade? I mean, you've been doing that sort of thing since first grade. Do you agree that you might see this question on a first grade homework assignment? Right? Okay. So you know about the inequalities. You know what they are. You've been dealing with them a little bit since first grade. Here's the deal. It does get a little more complicated here in that we're going to start dealing with sentences, and you need to know how to write them down as an inequality. For example, if I said I can make it home from here in less than 15 minutes. If I said to you, I can make it home from here, driving my car, in less than 15 minutes, and I was to say, okay, how would you write that out as an inequality? If I said I could make it home in less than 15 minutes, here's what you would do. You could say, okay, the time it takes me to get home, right, is less than 15. Does that make sense? I chose T to be the time that it takes me to get home, and it is less than 15. Because I told you it would take me less than 15 minutes to get home. Agreed? Does 15, if I made it home in 15 minutes, would that work for this? If I made it home in exactly 15 minutes, no, it wouldn't. So it needs to be less than 15, right? What if I said this, though? What if I changed the wording of what I said, and I said, it will take me at most 15 minutes to get home. If I said the words at most, the time it takes me, it can't be. Could it take me 16 minutes? No. 20? No. So isn't it still less than 15? Isn't it still less than 15? Except this time I said at most 15. So then what if it did take me 15? Would that still work if I said it would take me at most 15? 15's now included in that. So then how do you write this differently, Caleb? It's not an equal sign. This is how you write it. This right here is called less than or equal to. Here are the symbols. You've been used to this. You've been used to greater than. Are you paying attention? You've been used to greater than. You've been used to less than, and you've been used to equal to. That's what you're used to. We now have to add a few more. That's greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. Here are the 5 symbols. You simply put a line underneath the greater than or less than symbol, and that tells you that it is or equal to. And it also matters the way I say it. If I said it's going to take me less than 15 minutes to get home, that's T is less than 15. If I said it's going to take me at most 15, now 15 is part of it. I'm saying it could take me 15, but it won't take me more than that. So then that would be T is less than or equal to 15. Do you understand the difference? Can you hear the difference? Okay. What about this? What if I said, I have at least, you guys write this down for me. I have at least $10 in my wallet. I have at least $10 in my wallet. Write for me an inequality that would represent I have at least $10 in my wallet. Okay, you all should have something. What do you have there, Morgan? What do you got? You could have put anything, so just tell me what you have and we'll see if it's right. This right here? So what did I say? I said I had at least 10. So listen, that's important because if I say I have at least 10, then if you look at that, it does sound like least and less is true, but now you have to kind of ask yourself, okay, what if he has 15? Would that make sense that if I say I have at least $10 in my wallet, Could I have 15? Okay, so then is 15 less than or equal to 10? Is 15 less than or equal to 10? Is 15, answer my question, is 15 less than or equal to 10? No. So then so then this has to be wrong, right? That has to be wrong. $sign is greater than or equal to 10. Now, does that fit what I'm saying? If I had 15, could I have $15 and have this be true? Yes. Could I have 20? Yes. Could I have 10 and have it be true? Think, if I said I have at least $10 in my wallet, does that mean that if I have $10 in my wallet, did I lie? No. So then 10 could work, and that's where, okay, it is or equal to 10, right? So this is the one that works. Makes sense? How many of you have that? Or you don't have to have $sign. You could have put X, or you could have put M for money, or you could have put, you know what I'm saying? Like you could have put whatever you wanted. It's greater than or equal to 10. Raise your hand if you got that. Really? What did you guys do wrong? What did you do wrong, Jonathan?
I did end on it.
So you did the other way? You did it like Morgan? What did you do wrong, Kendall? Do you see where you need to be able to look at it and go, oh, right, that doesn't make any sense, right? Try another one. What if I said that my dog has at most 5 fleas on her body right now? My dog has at most 5 fleas on her body right now. How would you write that? My dog has at most. All right. So my dog has at most 5 fleas on her right now. Okay. How would you write that? So I would say F. Why F? Fleas, right? The fleas is at most. So if I'm confused and I go, okay, that sounds like this. Agree? That sounds like this. Greater than or equal to 5. But you go, okay, hold on. Can she have 10? If she has at most 5, could she have 10? No. So if I wrote down 10, is 10 greater than 5? That's true. But that isn't part of what I was asking, right? I mean, like that's not possible. So you go like this. Fleas is less than or equal to 5 because could she have 3 fleas? Yes. Is 3 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Oh, okay. Could she have no fleas? Yes, she could have no fleas. Does that make sense? How many of you have this? Something, whether you chose dog or fleas or whatever. Okay, good. Did you flip it around again?
I did flip it around the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, so here's the deal. Now I'm going to show you how to graph something. Okay, here we go. So we have F is less than or equal to 5. That was our deal, right? Remember? How you graph this on the number line. Right now, all we're worrying about is graphing on the number line, like the kindergarten number line. Here's the deal. I'm going to show you how they do it, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. You draw your number line. You always have to have 0. Okay? If you were to do it right, you would have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Does that make sense? And then you would have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. All right. So here's the deal. This is what they do. They actually have a different color, and they go like this. Well, hold on. F is less than or equal to 5. So there's 5. They would go like this. They would have a solid red dot. We'll talk about that in a second. And then they would go like this. They would just point the arrow that direction. Does that make sense? That's what they would do. Less than 5. F is less than 5. Less than or equal to 5 means that it's, going that direction at 5. This shows that everything that is this direction of 5, everything that direction of 5 works. Okay? Would 6 work? 6 is not part of it, right? 6 isn't less than 5, right? Is 10? No. That's why that shows you this. I don't expect you to have 2 different color pens when you do this. So this is how I'm going to have you do it. All I'm going to have you do is to draw your number line. You have to have a 0, and you have to have the number that you're showing. You have to have 0, and you have to have the number that you're showing, which is 5, right? You can do it above the line with your pencil, right? Solid dot and to the left, and that will do the same thing. That would be your answer. Does that make sense? Otherwise, people, if you do this, and you have 0 and 5, and then you redraw the line, here's my dot, and then, like, can you really tell that that isn't even on there if it was a pencil? You know what I mean? Like, how do I know what direction? It's the same color, right? So we're not doing that. Also, here's the deal. What is the difference between f is less than 5 and f is less than or equal to 5? How do you show the difference? How do you show the difference? Do you know, Kendall?
For when I come on the number line, you would, for the first one, you'd start at 4.
Nope. I'll show you. Do you know? Yeah, no, let me show you. This is good stuff. So here's 5. If it's less than 5, I have a question. Is 4.99 less than 5?
Yeah.
Yes. What about 4.9999999999999? Is that less than 5? Yes. So it's everything, all the way up to, it is, oh man, right, just all of the, just, you know what I mean? Like it's right next to that line, as close as you can get. And then you can get it even closer. No matter how close you think you've gotten, can you get it even closer? Yeah, right? because that's how the whole thing works, right? Like there's always space in between two numbers, no matter what it is. There's always space. Whatever you pick, there's space. You can just keep going, right? So what you do is this. That's why when it is just less than, you leave an open circle above the 5. Open circle. And go this way. That tells you that it is everything except 5, right? It's everything up to 5, but it doesn't include 5. If I wanted to show the second one where it's or equal to, if I want to make it so that it's or equal to, then I do a solid dot above 5, and I do the same thing. That solid dot shows that it, what? It includes 5, right? That it can be 5. The solid dot shows that it includes the number. The open dot shows that it does not. So that's why this right here is less than 5, because 5 is not less than 5, right? 5 is not less than 5, so 5 is not part of it. That's why it's an open circle above the 5. But 5 is, I said if f is less than or equal to 5, is 5 less than or equal to 5? Yeah, it includes 5. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's going to take some practice, and you're going to have to get used to that. The whole open circle does not include, closed circle does. If you mess it up on your homework, it's wrong. Got to remember open circle, closed circle. Okay? Do a couple of these practice ones. Do these two for me. Do n is greater than -3, and then do w is less than or equal to 6. Graph both of those for me. Right? All right. Okay. I'm glad I did. That would have been really weird if I hadn't. Okay. So this top one, n is greater than -3. What do I have to do? What are you guys going to do when you do your thing? You're going to make the number line, and you have to include what numbers?
0 and
A 0 and what? A -3, and you have to put it on the right side. You got to put it where it belongs, right? -3 is on that side of 0. You got to remember to do that. Did anybody forget to put -3 on the correct side? Okay, got to put it over there. Now it's greater than -3. What do you have to do here? Which way is greater than? Which way is greater than? Right? Going up, getting bigger, up, bigger. Open circle to the right. Open circle. Why open?
Because it can't.
Because -3 is not part of it. It's just greater than. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Greater than is bigger, right? That means it's going to the right. It's like adding. Bigger. Okay? The next one. W, less than or equal to 6. I need 0 and I need 6. Okay? Solid dot. It's less than. That way. Got to have it. How many of you got both those right? Not good. You can always go back and watch this. Read the book. Watch Khan Academy. It's there. There's not much more for me to show you. There really isn't. There really isn't. something else too. They ask this, and this is true. This is kind of like how, this is the type of question that you might find on your Terra Nova test or something. If a ride said that you had to be 60 inches tall, you had to be 60 inches tall in order for you to ride the ride. And you were 59 and a half, and your brother was 61 and a third, and your mom, who's really short, is 58 and 3/4 inches. A, B, C, or A and B. Who gets to ride? Who gets to ride the? Who gets to ride the ride? So B. That's it, right? Just that's obvious, right? Your mom doesn't get to ride because she's too short. It's possible. There's some women who are like 4'11". You know. Right. Right. Yeah. That's really crazy. Okay. Let me give you your work. It's all right. So it's page 584 through 11 even, and it's 480 to 580 to 581, and it's 21 through 24 even. Let me make sure that that's right. I may have, I don't know. Oh, I have 4 through 16. Yeah, 4 through 16. You do. Simple, please. Yes. 4 through 16, even, instead of 11.